Good afternoon and welcome to West Coast Model Battleships. This is going to be some of Dave's tips and tricks. So what we're going to do today is, if you can look right here between the deck and the 01 level, got a pretty good gap in there, don't we? I've taped this down, kind of made it tight. It's this old kit that's been kicking around. But I want to show you what I do to get rid of that gap along here. And what you're going to need is some good old-fashioned wood glue, a little plastic cup like that, a syringe with a green needle. You can buy these online. They're great and they're reusable. And you're going to need a little thing of soap and water. So let's get this thing going, and I'll show you what I do to do this. Okay, so I pour a little bit in the cup, just on the corner there. Let it sit for a second. And you're going to need a damp Q-tip. You can do it with your mouth, or you can dip it in the soap and water and wring it out and all that. Okay, so what I do is I kind of pull that right there in the bottom. And I just kind of draw it up slowly inside the syringe. You're going to get just as much as you need, and paper towel comes in handy. And what I do is I take that needle in the syringe and I come along the edge right here, and I just fill real slow. I know that may seem like a lot, but it has its benefits. Okay, can you see that real good, I hope? Okay, set that aside. Now I usually wait a couple minutes, but for the purposes of the video, I'll do it ahead. I let it sit for about a minute or two and let it start getting a little skin on it. And the nice thing is once this dries, it's going to add strength to that deck and that 01 level. And when you paint it, you're not going to see that seam roll. It should be gone if you do it right. So what I usually do is I just take that Q-tip and run it along there. Get it clean. And I wipe it out several times if you can, or you can go to the other side. Get it all cleaned up. Since I do exclusively ship models, I don't like gaps. And I'm sure you don't either on yours, but I hope you can see that. It comes out pretty good. And if you just let it dry naturally, and if you have any little gaps, you can go back in there and fill it and smooth it. But you got a nice tight seam all the way along here. And the nice thing is if there's little bubbles or anything that would come out, you can sand them, prime it, give it a coat of paint, and I think you're going to be pretty happy with what you see for closing up some of those gaps. And it even works here where the little seam line is. You can fill it and then put some putty over the top of it and blend it in real nice. It's a great little trick. Works for me, and it's pretty good. And to clean, I just take it and squirt it in some water, pull it back a few times, and rinse out my syringe. It's reusable. You can find these on Amazon with different size tips. I prefer the green one because it puts a nice little bead and it's a little easier to work with. And you'll want to thin your wood glue to the point of just a little bit more than maybe milk. Maybe like a heavy cream. So it works there and it's not too sloppy for you. I hope this trick helps you out and is useful to you. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And as always, click the subscribe button. And I want to thank all my subscribers for being there. And if you're interested in a shop card, I do trade shop cards. Just send me an email. I'll put it at the end of the video. And I hope you all have a good day.